With the natural progression of our society, we've become more accepting and inclusive. And while this is by no means a bad thing, it has come with a host of negative side effects. And while I don't think that they outweigh the positive benefits, I do think we're starting to enable some irresponsible and downright dangerous ways of thinking. For example, for the better part of the past decade, we've been strongly encouraging people to accept the fact that it's okay to take alternate paths in life. You don't have to look like everybody else. You don't have to do what everybody else does, and that's okay. But this quickly changed from encouraging alternate routes in life to promoting bad lifestyles. I'm not even going to talk about fat people, okay? I'm not even going to talk about the fact that it's objectively bad to be morbidly obese no matter how much you love yourself. I'm not even going to talk about that. I would much rather talk about what you people call mental health breaks. Now, firstly, mental health breaks are a very real thing. Your brain, like every other muscle in your body, needs to take a break sometimes. I 100% get and understand that. But doing nothing for an extended period of time is not a mental health break. You're being lazy. And just to be clear, taking like 3 weeks off after busting your ass for 6 months, that's not the kind of breaks I'm talking about. Because even then, there's a goal in mind: to recharge your batteries so you can get back on the horse and keep grinding. But a lot of you motherfuckers are stagnant just because you have an excuse to be. The internet has convinced y'all that it's okay to be average if you're just not feeling up to it. Y'all be using mental health breaks as excuses to not do anything and then demonize people when they call you on your bullshit. We're starting to breed mediocrity. And we're like weirdly okay with it. It's like we're glorifying the average. What the fuck is a participation trophy? Why should I be rewarded just for showing up? We get prizes for living now? What's next? I go to class and get a C just for showing up? Remember like 45 seconds ago when I said the brain, like every other muscle in the body, needs a break sometimes? Well, the brain, like every other muscle in the body, needs to be strained in order to get stronger too. I can't count how many times I've heard somebody say, "Oh, it's just not worth my mental health." Bitch, it might be, but you would never know because you don't try at anything. Twitter done fooled y'all into thinking it's okay to just live in your little bubble and not do anything that makes you uncomfortable. But I hate to be the one to break it to you. Nothing worthwhile is comfortable. Another way of thinking we gotta tone down as a generation is this idea that we're all good enough. Damn, nigga. As kids, we're taught from a young age that we're worthy of anything in this world. You know, we can have whatever we want as long as we put our minds to it. And as kids, we're also taught that we're perfect just the way we are. We don't have to change anything about ourselves for anybody. But you know what kids aren't taught? Can you shut the fuck up? I'm doing something. But you know what kids aren't getting taught of enough these days? The merit of hard work. So now everybody's just a bunch of fuck ups that don't do anything and think they deserve everything. Hey, I'm all for fighting for a more inclusive world, but I'm also definitely against a more delusional one. We're bad enough as it is. I think the two go hand in hand though, you know? That's the downside of preaching to the masses. Even the best messages aren't meant for some people. Like, I'm a firm believer everybody should pursue their dreams, you know? Chase their passions, but if your dream is to go to the NBA and you're 31, 5'6", 190, then pack it up, buddy.